Hey, good morning everybody. Just wanted to do a quick early morning post-vacation video, kind of talk about the BMW a little bit, how it did, and some preparations that we did before vacation. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. So basically I want to pop the hood here real quick. We just got back from Ocean City, Maryland, which is right at 4.5, 5-hour drive from my house. I think it took me closer to 5, to be honest. But I was gonna do some videos while I was down there, but then I just really didn't want to take the time away from the boys. That was the main thing. You know, I really wanted to focus on my boys while I was down there, so I took all my stuff, but I didn't, besides maybe I did edit a video, the one with introducing the Ram. I did edit that video real quick when we were at the hotel one day. But let's get in here. Some of the things that we did as preparation. Now, it's a little bit dirty in there. I didn't get to clean it up yet, but I'll flip you guys around here real quick. There we go. Now, as you can see, if you did watch the intro video, a little something different over in here. So when I did the valve cover gasket and the PCV valve, I did say that we did some different things to the car that I didn't really want to give away. This is the big thing, because I mean, you can see it right away. I did dual cone cold air intakes by SSR Performance. So far I'm very happy with it. I also, while we had this all apart, we were able to get into the plugs and coil packs and all that. No sense putting everything back together and then taking it back apart. So we went ahead and did that. Stepped up the plugs and coil packs, upgraded them. So from what I'm reading, obviously I didn't go dynoing anything yet until I do more mods to it, I should have gained maybe 30-35 horsepower between the two things. So I should be at about 330, 335 now. Stock there at 300, so I should be between 330 and 335, which isn't bad out of this car. And like I said before, I'm hoping to get 500 until I get all mods done. So we'll have to see how that goes. Now I'm going to jump in, start it up here real quick. I think we're going to go for a small ride, and I'll talk to you guys some more when we get in here. So I figured now might be a good time. I'm going to do a short little ride with it. Everything seems to be working good. So the biggest thing I wanted to do before I went on vacation was I actually wanted to take and get the car ready, take it to work, which is 60, 70, something like that miles one way. So I figured, so I would take it to work and then come home on Thursday because I had Friday off. I figured that would have gave me, you know, about 150 miles total before I took it to the beach. So I didn't get to do that because I had to wait on new lug nuts because lug nut keys broke, so we had to kind of manipulate the lug nut locks. And so I got them and got everything done. I literally got it finished up on Saturday, so I didn't put hardly any miles on between the valve cover gasket, PCV valve, and then after I got that done, I virtually did, I mean, I probably did 50 miles on the car, and then literally went right to Ocean City with it. I was kind of afraid of doing that. I really considered almost taking the truck anyway, but then I'm like, well, then it would make all the work that we did in vain. So I took this. Everything went really good. Now, I am going to have a video at some point. I already pre-shot the beginning part, but things got delayed. So it's going to be a couple weeks apart from each other of my coilovers that I did. Now, we got the coilovers in, but I'm not going to finish that video up just yet because I want to have it fine-tuned, setting my ride height exactly where I want it. I think I want to go down about another inch yet. So, and then it's also, although I do want to keep the suspension firm, I do want to loosen it up a little bit because going down to the beach, I could feel everything. So although I do want to have it good for handling purposes, I also do want to have it kind of comfortable, you know, because I do haul the kids in here and stuff. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get ready. I'm going to get you guys set up here somewhere. I haven't figured out in this yet where I want to put you guys. So I will be right back with you guys. Alright, so unfortunately at the moment, obviously I don't have any GoPros or anything like that yet. So unfortunately for the moment, I guess I'm going to have to hold you guys so that's not too big of a deal. I did get this little window suction cup thing that I can mount the camera to, but I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work on the windows. And it does have this little plate that I can use, and then it'll suction cup onto that, but I'm not sure where I really want to mount it. I really don't want to mount it in here, and if I do start doing that, I need to get more of those mounting plates for the other vehicles. So I got to figure all that out yet. So I guess I'm just going to have to hold you for this one. So we're going to do a quick little ride here. You know, I haven't done that yet. You know, there's no exhaust done or anything like that yet. So, you know, I'm not going to go too wild and crazy as far as, you know, trying to get some sound for you guys. You know, I'm not going to set up the camera on a tripod and all that and do flybys, because it's too quiet right now. Let's go for a small little run around the block here. I kind of live out in the country, which is nice for some things. I don't have to worry too much about too much traffic, especially this time of the morning. Like I said, now it's a little bit after 7. So I apologize. I gotta watch trying to get out my driveway here. The only bad part is gonna be that when I lower this thing like an inch, it's probably gonna sit, honestly, low enough that I might have to fill in part of my driveway. And then up at the old house, once I get the shop cleaned up that I want to use, I'm definitely not going to be able to go up that driveway unless I do some major work, because since I'm not living up there and stuff, I haven't stoned the driveway like I used to. So it's definitely got some ruts in it. I went up there. I did take this up there one time about a month or so ago. I had to go up there for something, and yeah, it definitely, I was a little bit scared. And I only went up and down one side of the driveway. I would not even try the other one. So, but yeah, like I said, I mean, I had ideas for, you know, videos down on vacation, but I just canned them all. I mean, I took all my stuff that I just really did not feel like doing it. I didn't want to take the time away from the boys. So, as you can feel, I mean, I don't know if you can see in the camera shaking and stuff. Now I'm on a back road, it's bumpy and stuff. I'm trying to hold you guys as still as I can, but it just kind of, you can feel everything. Now granted, with the coilovers, I expected to have a little rougher ride. So I think I might try to lower the inch and then see how it feels. I mean, I could tolerate it, I guess. But going on vacation makes it a little rough. But we can always go from there and adjust things later. It's actually really easy. I'll show you guys when we get back to the house. Actually, I wanted to do it while I was under the hood and I forgot about it. I'll actually show you guys. It's really, really easy to adjust these. Now, this car, you know, I have big plans for it. Like I said, I'm speculating. Don't know for sure. I should be around 330, 335 now on the horsepower. I want to do around 5, which I think is easily obtainable. I've researched it. You know, there's honestly not that much stuff that I should be able to get it close. And then if I upgrade turbos, that'll definitely put me over. Which yet again, I mean, the car it has sport mode and all that stuff, you know, and like I said, when I introduced it to the channel, it is an automatic. You know, I wasn't looking to really mod it at the time. So I don't want to push it too hard. I mean, you can get a lot more out of these engines. But with being the automatic, don't want to do that. Not saying if something didn't ever happen with the transmission, I hope it doesn't, because honestly, you know, I'd like to mod it, keep it around for a little bit, and then maybe get something different eventually. I would actually really like to mod an SUV. I know what SUV I would like to mod in the future, but yeah, that's going to take a lot of money, even just to purchase the vehicle that I would want. I'm going to call it kind of at this point my dream SUV. Like, I got passed by one, and I haven't really looked to see if many people have done mods to them. I mean, usually the type of people that buy them because of their, you know, luxury. But I think they'd be fun. I don't want to give it away. But, so, we're gonna do some stuff to this, and then, you know, eventually I would get rid of it. So I don't really want the transmission to go out, but honestly, if it did, I would probably do. And there's somebody on Facebook, I seen it, and I gotta figure out who it is. They got like the full conversion kit to switch over to manual, which then at that point, if I did do that and I kept the car, then I would throw more power to it. I mean, you can get about 800 on the stock internals because they are forged internals. So we're gonna take, and I'm gonna flip you guys around here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it to zoom in good on the gauge or not. There's nobody coming behind me, so I ain't too worried about. So I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it's gonna be blurry or not. Now I'm not gonna show you guys, you know, once I get up to speed, I'm gonna pull you guys back off of it. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna flip you guys around here real quick, show you guys the speed. I'll just show you how quick. The speed limit is 55 here. I'm gonna run it up to 60 real quick, and then I'm gonna pull you guys off of it, or I'll probably just back it down. So let me flip you guys around here real quick so I can see how it goes. I don't know if it's gonna focus very well. We'll try it. Alright, it should focus in here at some point, so we're going to try to give it a go here. And as you can see, the 60 mile an hour mark is going to be about right there. It is going to be a little bit blurred, but we're going to see how it goes here. Right there. You know, I didn't time it. That's something we can do in the future. But 0 to 60, I mean, pretty quick. And that wasn't all the way down to the floor or anything like that. I mean, that there was probably about, you know, between half and 3/4 throttle. You know, I wasn't babying it, but I also didn't, you know, mash it down to the floor. And I can show you here in a second, you know, it has the automatic, and then it has the manual / sport mode, which you can actually flip it over there before you do any bumping. It still keeps it in automatic, it just throws it over into sport mode. I didn't put it in that either. I very rarely do that. Honestly, I haven't noticed too much of a difference. I'm gonna pull over here real quick so I can flip you guys around and talk to you guys some more. All right, everybody, welcome back. Just got back here to the house, so I just wanted to take, because I know that my camera, after 15 minutes of recording, automatically like quits recording, and then I would have had to restart. So I just wanted to make sure that I formally, you know, ended that and then transitioned it over. So that way, I'm trying to learn from previous mistakes, and I made sure I actually had a full battery this time, unlike in the RAM video. So I'm going to show you guys real quick how easy it's going to be for me to set the ride stiffness here in the car. And I think we're going to go over, give the RAM a quick little cold start. Because like I've said before, I mean, it starts good now. I will warn you, I got some weeds in my driveway, so bear with me on that. Now I guess we're going to give away what kind they are here, but BC Racing, right there they are. That there is the screw to basically set the ride stiffness. I'm going to take Swerve here real quick, because like I said, I mean, the truck does sound really good for being stock. Oops, I guess I never locked this the whole time I was going. It does sound really good for being stock. So we'll start this thing up here real quick. I put my camera back on the stick, but apparently I didn't tighten it down good enough. But yeah, we're gonna give this a quick cold start, just see what it sounds like. I mean, being stock, then we have something to compare it to once it, you know, does have the exhaust done. I gotta switch over to this anyway because I gotta haul something later. So, but yeah, if you guys could, before we end the video here and stuff and finish things out, if you could, you know, give it a like, subscribe, you know, and if you could share the video, that would be great. Help me out quite a bit, you know. Still got a lot of learning to do on the editing side, working on that. I actually just bought a book, which anybody that knows me knows I don't really read a lot, but I just bought a book, pertaining to starting things up on YouTube. So see if that helps me out a little bit too, gives me some ideas. Trying to build up my confidence a little bit. I know it says about, I forget how it worded. I didn't really start reading it. I just kind of looked over the beginning part, but it says like brush off the shyness or something like that. So that's something that I definitely gotta do. So let's go ahead, get this quick little cold start, and then I'm gonna end the video there. Honestly, I really shouldn't complain about that, but let me make sure that there's no music on, which there is, and it's muted. But yeah, I mean, it does sound really good, and that's one thing I always, you know, had to give Dodge. I was, you know, Chevy guy and stuff, but I always had to give Dodge. They have a good exhaust. So, but thank you guys for listening. Like I said, hopefully next year I'll actually do more of a video while I'm down on vacation. But this year I really wanted to focus on being the boys, but I did want to kind of showcase kind of some of the things that I had to do to prep the car to get it ready. You know, PCV valve, valve cover gasket. I had to do the coilovers obviously for it to pass inspection, and things like that. I hope everybody's staying safe and have a good weekend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.